This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
This is an absolute pleasure. We are adoring this man on our radio station at the moment. Nice to meet you. We're playing quite a bit. He's got new music on the way as well. Brand new EP, A Minute, A Moment. It's out May 23. Also, in the studio, Whip, recently named one of Time's 100 most influential people. It is Myles.
Wow.
How are we doing?
Myles, we love your music. When you become one of the most influential people in the world, what do you get? Is there a plaque or a certificate or a...
I still think it was a mistake, but I'm winging it.
You reckon it was a typo, do you?
Absolutely. Well, top 1,000 maybe, but...
You're a talented man. I want to talk about a talent that not many people, I don't think, could get through. But is it true that you're in Canada performing and you got food poisoning? The food poisoning hit you on stage. Is that correct?
Yes, I got food poisoning in the morning of a show. Also strep throat at the exact same time.
Oh, no.
But, 3 IVs later, some steroids and some antibiotics, so we made it through the show.
God, sounds like the scene in the
It's a true
Elvis
story.
movie.
Yeah, true story.
Did they help, or were you a mess?
I was a mess. I mean, the morning is a bit grim for air, but whatever, we're here once.
What a trooper.
I vomited on myself, and then as I got up, I slipped in it and cut my knee open. So it was bad. It was bad.
See, Tommy had a similar situation, but his was what we call a code brown.
Very much so. I'm with you, Myles.
No, Myles, this is a true story.
Yeah.
Tommy,
We were in LA.
There was 2 incidents with Tom, and we had a big
No, not in front of Myles.
Do you know the hardest part about Tom's code brown was? He then had to try and get rid of the sheets and the doona, so he put it in the back of his car and spent a month trying to work out where to dump it.
It's like a true crime.
Yeah,
It is a crime.
Where do you put it?
Get that on Netflix.
Oh, Tom's true brown out crime.
Oh, all right, mate. Sorry, Myles.
Anyway, we move on. Can we go back to your relationship and your mate Ed Sheeran?
Yeah.
Have you been to his pub?
I've been to his pub. Yeah, I've been to his pub.
Because what we were trying to work out was we gave Ed a few gifts for his pub when he built it. And one were mats that went on the floor and it said, like, "Watch your Ed."
Yeah.
Mind your head.
Mind your Ed. And the other one was a cocktail shaker. Did you see the mats?
The mat's definitely there. Fact.
Yes.
Are you being serious?
No, the mat's factually there. Yeah.
Wow.
The cocktail shaker, I'm not sure.
That could be in a drawer.
So the cocktail shaker was from Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe gave Ed a punch recipe that involved a lot of ice and water and tequila. And he said, if you drink this, it hydrates you and you will never wake up hungover. And it changed Ed's life.
No way.
So maybe I don't know if you've had that punch either yet, but...
Need to give it a go.
Yeah, it's worth a crack.
So Ed Sheeran, you are touring with Ed Sheeran around Europe, which is unbelievable. You'll be supporting him. Another man that we love, we haven't heard from a while, is so talented, Lewis Capaldi.
Oh, what a guy.
Have you got can we do some stargazing with you now? Have you got a story of Lewis? Because he is one of the funniest blokes around.
Doesn't mind a jar,
Lewis
does he?
He's just amazing. We met out in LA and he's like, it was by chance. We had a lot of similar friends and he was just super down to earth, super nice, and like you said, really funny guy. Yeah. And at the time, he's not drinking at the moment, I don't think, or any of that. I think he's on a real health tip. But
Great.
I was an anxious mess, so I was like 4, 5, 6 drinks in, chatting absolute rubbish. And then me and IVs have a history. Next day,
Oh, you're kidding me?
yeah, next day's when I found out I got nominated for a Brit and I was on an IV. So yeah,
This is why you're connecting with
love
people,
this.
because you're a lad, Miles. This is the thing, and everyone can relate to
But
it.
can I ask, in a social circle like that, when you meet somebody like Lewis Capaldi and you hang out, you know how normally, if you weren't in the game, like if I was to meet Tommy, I'd go, "Oh, mate, great to chat. We should catch up. We'll have dinner. We'll bring the wives. We'll just go and have a..." Do you end conversations with, "You know what? We should write a song together one day. We should do something together."
I try not to do that because it's like it's always trying to remember what's personal and what's professional, and you meet loads of these people at like a personal level, and so to be like, "Hey, just met, want to write a song," is a bit weird.
Well, that was a test for you, so you passed. That's good news.
Can I throw another name at you? Probably one of the most influential men of the modern era, but Barack Obama. When I say that name to you, Miles, why does that blow you away?
He was the president of the United States.
But he's also. Can you, everybody, have a listen to Barack Obama talking about Myles Smith here?
Myles Smith, let me be clear. Hey, Stargazing is an absolutely incredible tune. Congratulations.
That's not AI, mate.
Were you on his playlist?
I was on his playlist, his summer playlist, which was incredible. And yeah, just the thought of him listening to me is wild, right?
It's crazy.
It's nuts. It's like I always think, like, where does he listen to it? That's
Is he
like
in
what
the
intrigues
car?
me. Is that on a run? Like,
Is he down at the Hamptons?
on the toilet? Who knows?
Yeah, on the throne.
What have you been doing around Australia? I saw you running down. You've got to run on a beach at some stage.
had
You
to
had a heap
run
of
on a
mates
beach.
doing that.
Where'd
But
you go, mate?
Is this your first time? Have you been here before?
No,
or-
first time in Australia, which has been absolutely mind blowing. You know, during that 17-hour grueling flight, there was a lot of times like, this is so long, and then I landed and everything was wiped away, and I was like, I love this place. People are happy,
Yeah.
which is like so unusual on my side of the world.
What, no one's happy over there?
No. People smile here. I was like, I found it strange. I walked into a shop and someone said, "How's your day?" I was like, "What do you mean, how's my day? How's your day?"
What do you mean by that? What do you
So
mean by
there's
that?
a bit of a culture shock that people are just genuinely happy.
Tommy, can you
but
get
yeah.
that? Can you get
Yeah.
what Myles just said then and send it to Ricky Gervais?
Yeah, I like
Because he's
that.
never
Yeah.
been to Australia because he doesn't like flying and considers there to be too many dangerous animals. So, we're always trying to encourage him that I know the flight is long.
Well, with Ricky and the Brown story, there's a lot of dangerous animals out here. Isn't there?
Tommy, worse than the sharks, this guy.
So, Myles Smith, tonight, we need to talk about, you've sold out a Hordern Pavilion. Is it true? I heard a rumour as well that you were actually going to be playing a smaller gig and they had to change it to the Hordern because it just went crazy.
Yeah, when we went to go and rebook the shows, the promoters were like, the demand is mental. You
Amazing.
can't not play a bigger venue, and so yeah, I moved to the Hordern.
Congratulations.
Which is amazing.
Miles, it's an absolute pleasure to have you, mate.
Thank you so much, Seth. I really appreciate you guys, and yeah, it feels awesome to be here finally, and thanks for having me on the show too.
I'm glad everyone's smiling here in Sydney. Keep it up, Sydney. Thanks, Myles.
Thank you.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.